what made you decide to focus on this particular subject?
This is the story of a lot of Black and Latinx working class women, but we don't see these stories very often. We don't see them anywhere, in the mainstream, and just really feeling like we deserve, to see our everyday lives reflected and depicted somewhere. And so that's what drew me to the film, to the story. I started working on it in 2016, so obviously well before COVID-19. But now in this pandemic moment, it's sort of ironic to me because these are now the people that we call essential workers. Shanona, who's in the film, is a pediatric ER nurse. So she's been working this whole time. Marisol works for a supermarket supply store. So she's been working 6-7 days a week this whole time. And Nunu and Patrick never closed their daycare because they take care of the kids of essential work.
And what I really loved, in addition to everything that we've already discussed, is the fact that you put a spotlight on who takes care of the caregiver. Because when Nunu had the brain tumor and it had to shut down for a second, girl, those images of that very vibrant daycare, that very vibrant woman sitting in that wheelchair with 50% of her eyesight and not being able to pick those kids up and play around like she was used to doing on a daily basis, you could see how emotionally and physically it was taking a toll on her to not be her 100% self. Now, it took you 4 years to make this film, right?
Mm-hmm, it did.
So did you have to, because that was a very personal moment. Did you have to coax Nunu into allowing you to film that? Or was she like, nope, let's just pull my drawers down around my ankles and let them see it?
I love how you phrase that question, because I definitely never asked to shoot in a hospital or anything like that. That was a no-go zone for me that I was clear about. So then it was like, well, how are we going to visualize this? And then for me, it was the daycare empty, right? To sort of showing the daycare, those empty shots, to visualize, well, if something did happen to her and she went away, this community, this ecosystem would fall apart. Not because she's the only person that keeps it together. Obviously Patrick is a huge part, her entire family, her daughter works there.
Yeah.
But she is the beating heart of this ecosystem, right?
What's happening with Nunu now?
Mostly in the sense that I think now she understands that she actually is mortal. I think before she wasn't really accepting that she was mortal.
Oh, girl, nobody ever thinks, let me tell you something. Nobody ever sits back and goes, ooh, I might not be here tomorrow. That never crosses anyone's mind until their mortality is challenged. Next, I don't want to leave this conversation without talking about Firelight Media.
We were co-founded by filmmaker Stanley Nelson and his partner, Marsha Smith. And, we're probably best known for Stanley's films like The Black Panthers, Vanguard of the Revolution,
The Murder of Emmett Till. Film. Yeah.
Yes. And, all the work that we do, from Stanley's films to the programs that we have, the grants that we offer for emerging filmmakers of color, really sort of is founded on the belief that one, it's critical for communities of color to tell their own stories, and two, that the stories that are told about our lives and about our communities really shape and have real world implications for our everyday lives, both our possibilities, our dreams, but also our limitations, the oppressions and the violence that we face. So we feel like storytelling is of the utmost importance, and that we need to be in that director's chair as folks of color. Well, thank you, Carla. Take good care. Stay safe.
Yes,
stay healthy.
You too. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Wash your hands. Wear that mask.
Living that life.
And keep it moving, girl.
Yes.
All right. Take care.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.